Welcome back to another video. I did my last video on a news or a news story that they covered over this woman, the Instacart driver, slapping her child about the same age as Love Liv's a little boy. He might have been a year or two older, but nonetheless a small child, maybe about 5 years old. She was caught on camera. Like I said, an Instacart driver was caught on camera slapping her little child around, and while she was making her deliveries, and the man that she was making the delivery to happened to have a Ring camera, and he caught the woman on camera slapping the child. And I said before, if someone sees this woman out in public slapping AJ, they need to report her the same way this man did this Instacart driver. Now in this video, what I noticed is this woman, excuse me, this woman Loves Liv. I just want to make it clear because this woman seems like she has things a little bit confused as to why people make reaction videos on her. I cannot speak for anyone else, but I can speak for myself and probably for some other people, not all, but some. I can speak for myself and say that the only reason I make videos on this woman is because of what she does. It's not on her personally, because as you saw in my other videos, I said that I was going to introduce other people to that people may have not heard of, who may, the people who may watch reaction videos on Love Liv, those people probably have not heard of these other people who I am going to introduce to videos on. And I know that people watch other people other than this lady, this woman here, Loves Liv. I know people watch other people other than her, and to be quite honest with you, a lot of people who know of this woman only watch any of her videos through other people, meaning other reactors. When people are doing reaction videos on this woman, a lot of people, that's the only time that they will watch this woman. They don't tune in to her channel, and because it's just, and that's how I am. It's just her channel is just it's just too much negativity. That's why, like I said, if you watch my other videos, you even heard me say that I wanted to do reactions on other people instead of her, because she's just very it's not, there's nothing good or positive going on over there where she is. And also, I wanted to say this too. She has said a few times that the people who talk about her weight are all big themselves, and she said that she has never seen anyone who is not big talk about her weight. Well, this is my picture right here on the screen, with the green arrow pointing to it, and I'm nowhere near her size. I'm small. I'm not big, nor have I ever been big. As a matter of fact, the most weight that I have ever gained, the heaviest that I have ever been, is about 162 pounds. In this picture right here, I'm about 120, probably about 127. When excuse me, in this picture right here. And then the black and white picture of this, I'm the same weight. Also, as far as the looks department goes, obviously I have no problems with the looks either. There was a job that I had gotten, that I worked at for some years, And I was hired on that job because of the way that I looked and because of the way that my body looked. I worked at a gentleman's club. I no longer worked. I no longer work there. I haven't worked there in a very long time. So I do not still work there. Just wanted to make that clear. Um, and it's before anybody judges or anything like that. It's similar to a strip club, but not as, I don't know what's the word, not as raunchy as a strip club. Gentlemen's club is more upper scale. You cannot have, where I worked at, you could not have any tattoos. That's why you don't see any tattoos on my body. Um, you cannot have any, just anything that might look, I don't even know the word for it. Okay. Well, what they were trying to do is they wanted to keep and attract a certain type of clientele. So, you couldn't come in there with tattoos on your neck and gang sign tattoo across your forehead, things like that. They didn't want that in there. You also could not be overweight or obese, of course not, because you had the way that you had to dress and things like that while you were in the club. It just would not look right. So, and as far as attracting men or anything like that, you know, she, this woman, Love Liv tries to, I guess, I don't know if she thinks she's the only person that, first of all, the type of people who she attracts, I would probably use my pepper spray on, or probably have had to use my pepper spray on. I'm just being honest with you. And this picture that I'm in right here, where I'm holding up the phone, I'm actually at a gentleman's place right here. Actually took this picture at his home. I think he was away. He was at work, and I was at his place. But nevertheless, at any rate, I'm actually at a gentleman's place where who I was seeing at the time, and I can promise you he was nothing like the type of people who she associates with, or the type of men who she has brought up in here. So I guess I'm not going to even go there, but he was a college graduate. I'm, just like I said, it was entirely, it was a whole different situation, just whole different people who, yeah, I would never, the type of people who this woman gets involved with, those are the type of people who will probably, didn't want anywhere near me. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but moving right along. And also her My Jazzy Life and Strong Mommy Chrissy, this is what I would say about them as well. Having those multiple children like that is another thing that I never wanted to do, for a number of different reasons. Number one, I did not want I did not want that type of lifestyle for myself. I didn't want multiple pregnancies and to have a lot of little children running around. I just did not want that lifestyle for myself. I like to, I like my home to be quiet. I like my home to be neat. I like I like things to be in order. And then I guess you could say it's the vanity part of it. I don't I did not want to stretch my body out like that multiple times. What she has, this will be her sixth child. Love lives, this will be her sixth child. She has stretched her stomach out 6 times. That's why it looks the way it does. I did not want that for myself. That's why I did not want my stomach stretched to the limit like that over and over and multiple times, because it's never going to go back to its how it was before you gave birth. At some point, maybe 1 or 2 times, but not 6 times. Is at that point is pretty much done. It's, and I did not want my well, going back to that, it's physically, I looked that up. It's a medical, it's a medical thing that happens to where it's in the abdominals, it's walls, they detach. It's a port in there. I looked it up, where it detaches. So her stomach is just, like I said, it's pretty much done. The damage is done, and I just did not want to do that to my body. Same with Strong Mommy Chrissy. Same with my Jazzy Life. My Jazzy Life stomach is in really bad. It looks really bad too. Again, she has 5 kids, and then there's no telling with Strong Mommy Chrissy. If you notice, she doesn't show her stomach. It's because she has 9 kids. But if they have found a way to manage their life, and the cards that they've managed somehow to figure out a way to play the cards that they have dealt, and really they dealt those cards themselves, because nobody made them have those many children. But if they found out a way to manage or make it appear, because that's another thing, they only put what they want people to think. They only show us a narrative that they want us to believe. Okay, so I don't think anybody is that stupid to, especially with Strong Mommy Chrissy. They only show us, she only shows us a narrative that she wants us to believe. But for me personally, I do not want that lifestyle. And Love Liv comes on here all the time saying that people are mad. I believe that's what she said in her last live. These bitchs are mad. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be mad at. I can only speak for myself. I'm not sure what I would be mad at. If anything, more than likely, she would want to switch lifestyles. She would want to switch lifestyles with my life. I don't have little kids. Like I said, if I want to walk out the door right now and do whatever I want to do, I can do that. My body has not been stretched to the limit. Now, and like I said, if you have, she has responsibilities, okay? And also she's pregnant right now. Would I want to switch roles with her? What about her life would make me want to switch roles with that, what she has going on over there? So there's that. Also, like I said, if they have found a way to make the mess that they have created for themselves, if they found a way to manage that, or at least make it appear that they manage that. Because my jazzy life, I want what's going on over there? I don't want that either. I don't want to have to pack 5 lunches every day and go sit at a basketball game and watch a bunch of kids run up and down and all the noise and things like that. I might not feel like it, but whether my jazzy life feels like it or not, she has to do it, right? Because her kids are going to wonder, why wasn't their mother at their basketball game? So whether she feels like it or not, she has to do it. Do I want that lifestyle? No, I don't. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here. Also, I forgot about the moving around every 3 and 6 months. No, thank you. I'm no, thank you. Um, so I just wanted to come on here, and because some people might have gotten or maybe I don't know who I don't know if my message had gotten maybe misconstrued, that I was mad or anything. No, I don't talk about her personally. I'm talking about the things that she does. And actually, like most people, I don't think most people even watch her channel. Most people watch her videos through reactors, because it's just too, it's nothing good over there. It's nothing good she's got going on over there. She's basically a statistic. She's a statistic, and I'm not going to go all into that part either. But it's just yeah, I would rather, like I even said in my other videos, that I was going to introduce I probably would introduce people that some people might have never heard of or seen any of their videos before. And that's because, who wants to watch this woman? It's just, it's just very negative. Her whole the way that she is she's just a very negative person. And I don't care for her, and I don't want to make all of my videos about her. You'll more than likely, my next videos are going to be about someone else who you probably have never heard of or seen before. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. Like, I just wanted to make sure that the message has not gotten misconstrued or confused or anything like that. No, I'm not mad that I don't have lost custody of three of my 3 children. I'm not mad because I then turned around and had 3 more. Because you had turned around and had 3 more. I'm not mad because you have given birth 6 times and you don't have a husband. I'm not mad at why would I be angry about that? I'm not angry or upset that you're obese and I'm not. I'm not upset about any of those things. I just wanted to make that clear. So that is going to be pretty much all I have for this video. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next.